So recently, a contributor to the TYT network, for those of you who are not familiar with that, that it would be the Young Turks. A member of the TYT network, and actually the nephew of the founder, founder Cenk Uygur, his nephew, Hasan Piker, made some very choice comments during a Twitch broadcast. Okay, on his Twitch channel, he made some comments about Congressman Dan Crenshaw, okay, and the events of 9/11. Yeah, let's just take a look at those comments real quick.
This guy has the understanding of foreign policy of like a 12-year-old. What the what the is wrong with this dude? Didn't he go to war and like literally lose his eye because some mujahideen, a brave soldier, his eye hole with their? Isn't that how he lost his eye? Because he got his eye hole. America deserved 9/11, dude. I'm saying it.
I mean, I don't care what your opinion is on why 9/11 actually happened. I don't care what the opinion is on whether us being in the Middle East is a good thing or a bad thing. But to say that the United States deserved a terrorist attack, wow, you're pushing the limit there, son. Really? All those innocent people who died on 9/11, they deserve that. They deserve that. Now, of course, I've watched videos. I'm not going to put all this up, but apparently he tried to walk back his comments to some degree. Oh, isn't that nice? And according to Kyle Kalinske over on Secular Talk, I know I've said how I agree with him. Yeah, well, this is one of those moments where, not happening, Kyle. No. He tried to defend the whole eye hole thing as just a joke. Now, let me be clear. I am not in favor of political correctness. I do think you can push the line with some comedy, what some people may consider offensive. However, I do think there needs to be a red line that you just don't cross. You don't insult certain people. You don't make jokes about the handicap. And when President Trump did something that many people interpreted as him trying to make a joke about a journalist with a physical condition, yeah, I've had plenty of issue with that. Plenty of issue with it. So you don't make fun of people who have physical conditions they can't control. You don't make fun of the handicapped. You don't make fun of a Holocaust survivor. You don't make fun of a Pearl Harbor survivor. You don't make fun of veterans for their wounds that they got during war. You can't go any lower than that. And I don't care if you want to consider that a joke. That's one of the lowest forms of a joke you could ever possibly resort to. Are you kidding me? A joke? Let's be honest, Kyle. I watch a lot of your stuff. And if you see this video, you're not doing one thing in the world but trying to cover up by saying, oh, it's just a joke. You're doing nothing but trying to cover up for your friend because you're part of the TYT network and its founder, Cenk Uygur, well, that's his nephew. That's why you're saying that. That's why you're trying to rush his fence. Now, I will give you credit where credit is due for this, Kyle. You do support freedom of speech and the anti-political correctness for the left and the right. But Kyle, if you truly believe that there is no red line someone should not cross, as far as jokes are concerned, me and you got a serious disagreement there. I don't really see how anyone could consider that any form of a joke that did not cross a line. So if you think that that didn't cross a serious line, I got a serious problem with you on that, man. You don't make fun of veterans. You don't make fun of the veterans. Hey, I couldn't stand what Trump said about McCain, and I was no fan of John McCain. No fan of John McCain. But I didn't like the stuff Trump was saying about him. About, oh, I like the heroes of war who didn't get captured. I didn't like that crap either. You can't sink much lower. For Hasan Piker to say those things about Dan Crenshaw, I don't care if you agree with his politics. I don't care if you agree with his policy. The man served us and was wounded in battle. You don't make jokes about how he lost his eye. And for one, to call a Mujahideen fighter a brave fighter, as if implying, because I like the way he threw that in there, that that's a brave soldier. Like, the Mujahideen is braver than the American troops. Now, of course, they're all going, oh, you're trying to read too much into it, blah, 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 blah. I'm looking at this like a normal blue-collar American. I'm not one of these lefty YouTubers who rush to the defense of everyone on the left when they do something stupid like this. No, no, no. This is the independent report. And I might not have a big channel. By God, I'm not going to play politics to make it grow either. So, Kyle, you found that okay? Hasan, you found your joke perfectly acceptable? Both of you have a serious problem. Serious problem. You don't make jokes like that. Period. I'm pretty sure Saturday Night Live got some huge blowback from a joke far less offensive. And they actually took it a step farther and allowed Dan Crenshaw to come on to that show and kind of make some jokes right back at Pete. Okay? But this is a new low. Serious. New low. And this is a big part of the reason why I do not like TYT and the Young Turks. I've watched Kyle Kalinske. I like some of the stuff I hear from Kyle Kalinske. Me and him have agreements. Issues like this and some others, we have serious disagreements. It's not like me and him talk back and forth on a regular basis. I don't even know if he's ever going to see this video. I don't know if he will or not. But I cannot, with my platform, remain silent on that issue, considering that I have mentioned, where I have agreements and mentioned Kyle Kalinske's videos. I cannot agree with it, and I won't agree with it, and I will not remain quiet about it. It's seriously offensive. And there's just no defense for something like that, Kyle. I understand there's a First Amendment. I understand that there's freedom of speech. And you shouldn't defend it, first and foremost. And I say that because now to Kyle Kalinske's credit on this, okay, he did defend Alex Jones. And I'm not saying that I'm some huge supporter of Alex Jones. Do not take me out of context here, okay? Alex Jones has said plenty of offensive stuff on his own. So I'm not trying to get the point across that Alex Jones is this big martyr. However, he was entitled to his own freedom of speech. He got completely deplatformed, and it was the snowball effect because now they're starting to do it to more and more people. And to be fair, Kyle Kalinske agreed with that point. You should not be allowed to do that and rip away someone's freedom of speech on their platform like that. So Kyle at least did speak up. But I'll guarantee you, the same way Kyle's making this free speech argument for Hasan Piker, and he did make it for Alex Jones, but let's look at Hasan Piker, because that's who this video is really about, is that piece of work who said that crap to start with. And by the way, any of you don't really know who Hasan Piker is, please, go watch some clips of this guy. The arrogance oozes out of this guy. So arrogant. He's the type of person, just from watching him, I really don't think that I would like this guy. there's just certain people who have an aura about them, and they just strike you a certain way, and you either feel like, I really like that guy, or you just feel like he would probably be such a prick. Yeah, I'm on the second one for you. Okay? I've never met you, but from what I've seen out of you, what I've heard out of you, I got a feeling we wouldn't get along at all. Not that you really care, and I don't really care if you care or not. Just making the point here. But I guarantee you that Hasan Piker would also jump on that freedom of speech train and say that if they tried to deplatform him for saying some crap like that, oh, it's freedom of speech, man, freedom of speech. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you'd use that First Amendment card in a hurry, wouldn't you, son? Yet when they deplatformed Alex Jones, you kind of made a complete parody of it. You didn't speak up and defend his First Amendment right whatsoever, did you? Oh, no, no, no. You capitalized on it, made a parody of it. So, kind of from the impression I got, you were perfectly fine with what happened to Alex Jones. But if they were to do this to you for saying something that crude and offensive about a combat veteran, yeah, guarantee you'd be trying to rush to that same defense. Now, the good news for Kyle in this is Kyle Kalinske at least did speak up for the freedom of speech in Alex Jones. For that, I commend him. Not because I'm a fan of Alex Jones, because I agree with the fact everybody should be entitled to their freedom of speech. However, I do think there's just a certain line you don't cross. Shouldn't be criminal. It shouldn't be criminal, but it's the kind of speech that should be highly condemned. That's right on up there, in my opinion, with racist speech. It's not racist speech, but it's just as offensive. That's like the people who want to make jokes about the Jews and the Holocaust. I mean, I've heard plenty of people do it, but to me, it's very distasteful, and it's not good comedy. Furthermore than that, maybe I just don't get Hasan Piker's sense of humor, but this whole thing I've been doing about the whole joke issue, I'm going off what Kyle Kalinske said in defense of him on his video from Secular Talk. Maybe I just don't get Hasan Piker's sense of humor, but it did not sound like a joke to me. Normally, when people say a joke, there's a little bit of laughter involved in it, maybe a pause, weird face, some, maybe some hand gestures the way they say it. No. He said that just like he was making a direct statement. Most people don't tell jokes the way he said that line. If you disagree with me, put in the comments. Show me some examples. I'm open for debate. Always. Always open for debate. But it did not strike me as a joke to start with. And it was highly, highly offensive. And this is why, in my opinion, it's like I said, I'm a supporter of independent media. But in my book, and in my opinion, this is why I said from the beginning, I do not like TYT. To me, they are nothing but a more far left version of another propaganda network. They say all kinds of crap. And they were fully behind Hillary in 2016. That's a big thumbs down. One reason I like Jimmy Dore, he wouldn't sell out the jank and TYT during the 2016 election cycle. He wouldn't support Hillary because they were fear-mongering him to do so. And he still, in my opinion, is 100 times a more honest reporter and journalist with what he does as a stand-up comedian. By the way, yeah, that's actually a stand-up comedian. He doesn't make jokes about Dan Crenshaw. Let me tell you something. He rips plenty of people. But he doesn't make jokes like that. So, there you go. If the stand-up comedian who was a once affiliated with the TYT network, doesn't make jokes like that about combat veterans, what makes you think you're such a comedic expert that it's okay for you to do it? And once again, I don't think it was a joke, but I'll play devil's advocate for you. Go with Kyle Kalinski's theory, say it was a joke. It was one of the most distasteful jokes that I've ever heard in my life, and you should be very, very ashamed for what you said, Hasan Piker. Seriously. Seriously. You have set a new low for yourself and for that TYT network as far as that's concerned. I mean, I'm not going to throw TYT and say that they're the absolute worst program in the world, but I find it hard to ever watch any of their videos and really agree. There have been a couple. But most of the time I watch TYT, the few clips that I have watched of them over the years, and it's more than a few, I click on them. I listen to them. And I'm not hardly anywhere into the video, and I'm like, oh God, I can't take this anymore. So, that being said, to me, TYT is nothing but pushing racial issues farther and farther and farther in a very, in my opinion, divisive way. You can disagree with me on that if you want. To me, it's just very divisive. And people like Hasan Piker, with that sort of just utter disrespect of a combat veteran. Again, I don't care what your politics are. I don't care if you're right-wing, left-wing, or independent like me. I don't care. You just have a certain level of respect for the people who've served this country in the military. You may disagree with them on every single political item. You should still have enough respect to not try to insult their military service and make jokes out of any kind of wound that they may have from that military service. Absolute worst low that I think I may have seen from that channel. Period. And even though it wasn't done on like an actual TYT broadcast, it's still absolute horrible. Absolute horrible. If you guys have any comments you want to make about it, agree, disagree, whatever you think, drop some comments below. And hope you tune into the next video. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Independent Report. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Also, please subscribe to the channel as we're trying to grow this channel to reach more and more people every day. And if you subscribe, be sure that you ring that bell so that you stay up to date and get notifications when we release new content. Also, please support us in the link below with our Patreon. We're trying to make this channel grow. Funds will be used to grow the channel and to reach more people. We appreciate your support, and we hope you tune in next time.